Colors. I'm Colors. I'm back after a little accident I had with my foot, and it's getting much better now, and I'm able to do the videos again. So thank you for all the well wishes that I got from all of you. And today I wanted to take this bunny from Dollar Tree and make him into a gnome. And this was a project that my friend Cammie was doing, and she was telling about her efforts as moving along, making this into a gnome. And I decided to go ahead and take on the project. So I'm doing this and showing Cammie today how I would do it if I was making this into a gnome. So this is the products that we're going to use to make the gnome here on the table, and then I'll show you what he looks like, what he turned out looking like. We're gonna use one of these headbands with the bunnies on them, and I'm gonna use a pink bunny headband piece for this bunny, and we're gonna use the new rainbow headband that I've seen out of the Dollar Trees now. And the 14-inch bunny is new himself. And I did happen to find a couple of those out there. And then they have the pom-poms. You can get 18 pom-poms in a package for $1.25, which these are nice pom-poms. So we're going to use one of those. And we're going to use the egg picks. We're going to use one egg pick. I've got a 4-inch by 3-inch beard. It's 4 inches long by 3 inches wide, and I've got it in yellow. We're going to use a small 2 by 2 inch piece of neon green felt, a rubber band, and a 1-ply jute to tie the rubber band. The larger carrots, we need 1. These are all from Dollar Tree. We're going to use, for the nose, one of these knobs, and I got these knobs by accident. That they're supposed to be just a round knob, and I got, for some reason, the ones with this base on them. And I'm going to show you if that happens to you and you get this wrong knob in the mail when you order them. I'll show you how that you can use that to your advantage today. So that's about all we're going to use, except for we are going to paint the nose with the Tester's Craft Paints, the French Vanilla, and the Passion Fruit. And I'm going to use Sparkles Deco Art for the glitter on the nose. So that's what we're going to use, and I'll be right back to show you the bunny. This is the bunny gnome. It's a gnome all dressed up in his Easter costume. This is what he looks like. And he's made from this bunny here. So we're going to take this bunny here and make him into this gnome here. It's a pretty simple project, pretty easy to do, and you can always keep yourself a couple bunnies like this and then make a couple gnomes like this and have a little variety. So I'll be right back with you. So the first thing that we're going to do is take these tags off this little bunny. Like that. And then what we're going to need to do is take my good scissors, and I want to take these bunny ears right off the top. I'm not going to take them off right at the seam. I'm gonna leave a little bit of the forehead on there. Like that. And then just go ahead and take them and cut them right in half like that. So you have the 2 ears. And then is what you want to do is take and cut it again. You want to leave enough area here that we're gonna make a stub here. So we want to cut it off right here. Right like that. And this extra here, you just tuck that in. Then you gather it together. Put your rubber band on there. Then you take your one-ply jute and tie that off. So that's what you need to do to yours, and I'll be right back with you. So the next thing we're going to do is take this knob. It's a knob for a door, and I ordered these on Amazon, 1 3/4 inch, and I got the ones with the base on there. I ordered the wrong ones, so I'm just going to creatively use them. So a lot of times we glue the wood knob out here farther than the stub. Sometimes we glue it onto the stub, but in this case we're going to glue it, the base, right onto the stub, which will force the round ball out farther, and it'll work to our advantage. So we're gonna glue that on there. So if you have just the round ball, just glue that about here. If you have something like this that you got by accident, just glue it like this, and it'll work fine. So I've got to let that set up. So next you want to take your beard, your 4 inches long by 3 inch wide beard, and take it and fold it in half the long way, and put a slit, about a 1 inch slit in the top of it, so it can go around the nose. About like that. And then just wrap it around the nose like that, and see how that covers that base of that nose up. It just covers it right up, so it kind of works good because it holds it out as far as we want to hold it out. Plus it's the round shape that we want for the nose. So we're covering up the base here. So I'll glue that on. Just like that. And we can glue the tail on. One of the pom-poms we got at the Dollar Tree. And we'll let those set up. So I'm just spraying the beard with some firm hold hairspray and getting it into the shape that I want, and the mustache on the sides here. Getting that so it'll set up while I'm making the hat. So what we want to do is we want to take that rainbow headband. This is what's left of mine because I used the rest for the first little gnome there. So you want to take it and just take your craft scissors and cut about 5 stripes down. You want to cut where before it starts going into a curve. so you can have a good piece for the hat, like that. And it's got some wire inside that we don't need. So we'll take it like that and put some stuffing in there. On the back, that the inside of the ears on there, you just peel that off. And then you can take your scissors and trim that up a little bit better. The other one came off a little smoother than that. This is going to be the back of the hat. So then is what you want to do is take and put your ears in place. You want to take and cut a couple spots for your ears. That should be good. Should be able to just take your ears and feed them up through that hole like that. And once you have them like that, you just want to go ahead and put some glue on the inside like that to hold them. And I'll let that set up. So I'm going to, this is still setting up, but I decided that I would make the little twirly guy that I made for the top of his hat. You can see in this little picture here. And I just took and cut some lines in a little piece of neon green, about 2 by 2 inches, and cut it like that. And then I just rolled it up like this. Put a little glue on there. I rolled it up like that, and then I trimmed it up a little bit to where the length that I wanted. And I'm gonna let that set up, and I'll be right back with you. So I've got the ears set up on here and the little tassel at the top of his hat. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get it glued on. So we just wanna get some glue at the back of his nose here. Get that glued there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue it in the back. And I'll be letting that set up. So we're all set now to put the carrot on. You just want to take his arm and kind of turn it towards you. Put some glue on there. We don't want to get the mustache in it. And turn it towards you this way. And then down at the bottom, get the hair out of there. Down at the bottom of the carrot, you put a little bit more glue and hold it towards his body. So we're going to glue the egg pick on next. And we just want to glue it in the hand and at the foot, like that. So we'll put a little glue in the hand. Make sure the bow is facing out. And we'll glue it like that. And then I'll put a little dab of glue down here on the foot. Put it in like that. And we'll let that set up. Got the egg pick glued on. And then we take the little bunny and I put a little bow on the bunny. This is from a headband from Dollar Tree. And I put a little bow on there from an egg pick. I stole a bow and put it on there because I thought it was so cute that way. And then we're just going to glue it down here at his foot. Just like that. And the next thing we're going to do, I'll hold this a minute while I'm explaining, is that the last thing we have to do is to paint or not paint the nose. You can leave this natural. Paint on my hand. You can leave it natural or you can paint this. And I'm going to paint this next. I'm going to be back in just a minute with my paints and we'll be painting the nose. So to paint the nose, I've got my little tops to my paint jars here. And I've put a little paint in each one of them, and I have 3 different paint brushes. So, is how I did it for the other one, was I put a little bit of the pink color on here. Just to get us going. And then I took and put the French vanilla over the top while it was still wet. And just painted the whole nose. It'll mix together. Some people prefer to paint the nose ahead of time. Now I'm going to get it like that, and then I'm going to let it dry. And then we'll put the sparkles in it. So let's let this dry. So all we have to do now is to put the sparkles on it, like that. And you can put 2 coats if you want it really sparkly. Here comes my puppies down the steps. I'll probably go over this when it dries with another coat. And that's how it turns out. Our little bunny gnome. I saved the tag that said not a toy for decorative purposes only, and I glued it onto the bottom of this. This is for decorative purposes only. So I thank you for coming and joining us today. If you like this video, make sure to like it. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.